Attorney Realtor John McConnin here with FavoriteRealEstate.com. We're going to review the Rancho Santa Fe market conditions. This is the Rancho Santa Fe market report. Similar to the Del Mar and Coronado, active listings in Rancho Santa Fe are very low for Rancho Santa Fe. The month's inventory, basically the supply inventory against sales per month, is at 6 months, which is, you can see from the chart, historically on the low side for Rancho Santa Fe. For even just looking at markets as long as I've had historically, when you're in the premium or luxury markets, sometimes there's 2 or 3 years supply of those properties. So to see it down in 6 months is impressive. In sellers, if you've got a tough property to sell, now would be a perfect time to put it on the market. Buyers, we got the buying season coming up. There are lots of buyers out already. We have 500 on one of our websites at San Diego Coastal Home Search. I would say that if you see a property that you'd like to live in, or as an investor you see one that generates enough income to make it worth your consideration right now, I'd say do your due diligence and make a decision, because right now, historically, when we've seen inventory this low, we had a big bull market in prices in real estate. Now, does that mean as an investor I say go long real estate? No, it does not. I think we buy properties and flip them, and every time we got a market for sale, property for sale right now, times are good, but until you sell that property, you don't know, because things can change. All of a sudden the Fed could say, hey, we're going to let interest rates go to the market. I would think that would put interest rates in the 8%, because, if banks aren't going to be guaranteed by the federal government, interest rates are going to go higher. As with anybody who's followed markets, it's the exogenous shocks, the unpredicted things that change the paradigm. And so by definition, we don't know what we don't know. So, those are the risks. But right now, when inventory is this low and the buyers are about to start coming out, you would expect prices to go up unless just a ton of inventory comes on the market. And I can tell from my own marketing that I don't think a ton of inventory is going to come out if things stay the way they are. So here's the inventory. Here's the average price per square foot climbing. That's interesting. Median sales price is bounced around. But I think when you're seeing what's going on in the market, the inventory, the amount of listings, and what's going on with the average price per square foot, when they're all telling the same story, I think you know what's going on in the area. So if you are a buyer, what do you do? Well, as I've said on the other reports, I think you first say, hey, well, how's my financing? If you're going to be paying cash, you make sure you can show the cash in case you're competing against other people. So you need to be able to make snapshots of your accounts. If you're going to be if you're going to be using a mortgage, I think you want to get all that straight with your lender now ahead of time, because it can take a while to have your lender review the seasoning of your money. If you have multiple, anybody in a luxury market's probably got accounts in multiple places, maybe has multiple streams of income, and these are things that sort of drive the mortgage guys nuts right now. Maybe if you've got everything laid out perfectly in QuickBooks or something, it's not a problem. But I know, having just bought a house myself and therefore working for myself and having, I keep my business account, I keep it with cash, because I don't, in case we don't have big months, or in case we do buy another property to flip. And I was not allowed to use any of my business cash to qualify, to use for my down payment and still be eligible to qualify for the loan. So there's things like that you need to talk to your mortgage guy to be aware of when buying a property. John McConnin, FavoriteRealEstate.com, San Diego Coastal Home Search, San Diego HO.me. Thanks. Be with you again next week.